time is 8, right? We'll join at 5 past 8. Don't disconnect, right? Please stay with this connection. No problem. Yes, Ken.
Sir, me Tuesday would 7th question ne could balance. 7th.
Yeah. 7th question. Okay. Exam questions on put get together. So, yes. Write 5 food which contain carbohydrates. Okay.
Hari. No.
For examples only rice, wheat, sugar cane, no problem. Right. So we discussed up to.
Sir, will they take
Yes.
question?
Yes, Melina.
Hello.
Yes,
Take question from extra.
No, most of the times no, but one thing, for this one, it is important to remember the structure of a nucleic acid. Nucleic acid structure. So not the nucleic acid, sorry, amino acid, right? Amino acid. Apart from that, even these proteins will not ask, right? No problem about that. It depends, right? Some important things are given as extra knowledge. So if they are important, let's discuss, right? I assume that the structure of the amino acid is important. So even though it is extra knowledge, let's try to remember that, right? Okay.
Okay, sir.
Any questions?
So me sir, proteins present in bones, muscles, or even sir.
Proteins present in with
keratin, hemoglobin, even sir.
Nothing to be worried about, right? Specific structural proteins, keratin, no problem, right? Pass paper second one, right? Any question?
Sir?
Any other question? Yes.
කලින් ඔය සින්තසිස් එලිමන්ස් කියලා කිව්වනේ සර්.
Yes. Oh.
ඒකට එක්සැම්පල්ස් ටික කියවන්න පුළුවන්ද?
Which question, Melina?
Not the question, sir. You said that there are natural elements and synthesized elements.
Synthesized elements, yes. So, what are the examples you need for synthesized elements?
Yes, sir.
There is one americium, right? Americium is one type. Americium is one type, and there is one called Einsteinium, right? For the others, I will take some. I will check and say for you, right? To be precise, what are the examples?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Right, okay. I'll check and see.
Sir,
okay. Yes.
Sir, want to by heart those definitions?
No. What definitions? Which definitions did you mean? Yes, what definitions can I help you?
So when are we going to start again, sir?
5 minutes past 8, right? Right. Now the questions are right. Now I'm going to take the break.
Hello.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes, tell me. Yes, I can hear you.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Yes, tell me.
Sir, is it necessary to memorize the percentage of elements based on mass and the locations where
No,
they
no,
are?
it is not, right? Definitely, it is not necessary, right? Definitely, it is not necessary to remember this, right? Even I cannot remember. No point of remembering. These
Okay.
things change very quickly, right? For an example, just like I mentioned you earlier, if we drink 2 or 3 cups of water, or 1 bottle of water is very easily, we can drink 1 bottle of water. So if we drink 1 bottle of water, the whole ratio changes by immense amounts, right? So there is no point of remembering. When elements are the weight is remembered about elements, we consider the dry mass, right? But for an organism, dry mass cannot be taken, because when we vaporize all the water, the organism dies, right? So please don't remember those percentage values. That is based on mass, right?
Okay, okay. Thank you,
That is
sir.
definitely not asked, right? So one, I think Melina asked me about synthesized elements, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
these are there's a huge lot, right? Americium, Californium, Einsteinium, Fermium, Mendelevium. Actually, these names are given in retrospect, right? Now, Californium is for California, Americium is for America, right? Einsteinium for Einstein, Mendelevium for Mendeleev, right? Dimitri Mendeleev, right? Rutherfordium. Likewise, there is a huge list, right? All of them are synthesized elements, right? If you are interested, you can
Okay, sir.
search them, right? There is a huge list, but americium is the two most commonized are americium and Einstein.
Are those elements important for the body?
No, they are not important, right? Because they were synthesized by human. Even when they were synthesized, human were present. Now, americium was invented. Actually, it was synthesized first in 1944. So until 1944, people lived very happily and people lived healthy. No problem. So they are not important for body, right? There's no any importance. Actually, they are good. Most of the times, they are used for energy purposes in order to produce energy and everything. Right.
ඒතකොට ඔය
Okay. I
සින්තසයිස්ඩ්
think now.
එලිමන්ට්ස් අපි මේ හියුමන් බොඩි එක මේ කරන්න නේද?
ඔව් සමහර ඒවා ඉතින් ඒක නරක වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්, සමහර ඒවා ගැටලුවක් නැහැ. තිබ්බත් එක නැත්ත් එකයි වගේ. හරි මම ඇත්තටම ඒව ගැන එච්චර වැඩිපුර කියන්නේ ඉන්වෙස්ටිගේට් කරලා නැහැ, හොයලා නැහැ. If you are interested, you can find. හරි මොනවද මේකේ තියෙන harmful effects, what are the useful effects, likewise. Right. I think everyone is there. Now let's move to yes, question number 10. 3 groups. What are the 3 types of monosaccharides? You know that discussed. What is the structural unit of carbohydrate? Right. What is the structural unit of carbohydrate? It is monosaccharide. Right. 3 examples for monosaccharides and 2 places for each monosaccharide is found. We discussed that. Right. 3 physical characteristics of monosaccharides. We discussed that. Right. Okay. Now we are going to move to the next part. Right. Give me a second. Yes. One of you are yet to come. Okay. We'll start until he or she comes. No problem. It's good that your participation is good, right? Today. The others will come to the other classes, and some cannot participate either of these classes. That is a huge problem, but I cannot tell because all the other days are already given for the theory class. 2 theory classes for grade 11, 2 theory classes for grade 10. Right? Only 7 days. There was 8 days, and also the other times are not that much appropriate, right? It's appropriate. Right? Okay. Then let's move to the disaccharides. So di means if this is a monosaccharide, 2 monosaccharides get together and they bind. They bind with, or they make a bond. 2 monosaccharides form bond, and it is known as a disaccharides from their own side. So there are 3 examples given in your book for disaccharides. Let's talk about them with the related monosaccharides. Right? Tell me about them. The first one, glucose plus, I will just write G, right? Glucose glucose forms. Yes, what is the disaccharide form here?
Maltose.
Maltose, right? Right. Next one. Glucose plus, yes, fructose. What is formed here?
Sucrose.
Sucrose. So please remember these monosaccharides which are responsible to form the disaccharide. Right. Third one, glucose plus galactose forms
Lactose.
Yes. Lactose. Right. So in every case, please remember, right? At least remember it like this. Glucose is participating for all the disaccharides, not all the disaccharides, for all the disaccharides that you learn, right? Glucose is a monosaccharide which participates for all the disaccharides that you learn. Other changes: glucose, maltose, glucose, fructose, sucrose, glucose, galactose, lactose. In every case, one water molecule is removed, right? One water molecule is removed. So please remember that in every case there should be plus H2O. So when two monosaccharides are joined together like this, there is OH part. In the other one, there is an H part. You don't need to remember this, but this is how a water molecule removes, right? This is the rest of the molecule. So when a bond forms, these two get together and removes as H2O. Right? So when it is removed, so now it is removed, right? There is space. So here, this carbon likes to join with someone, this carbon also likes to join with someone. So these two form the bond. So as a result of that, one H2O removed, right? Dehydrated. Water is removed, dehydrated. The other side of that is also possible. That means when we provide water, for this type of bond, even it is possible for polysaccharides, right? When we provide water for this type of bond, that is H2O, now it is coming, right? H2O is coming. Again, what will happen? This bond will break. This bond will break, and OH will join here, H will join here. So this process, breaking a bond in a disaccharide or polysaccharide using water is known as hydrolysis. Hydrolysis, right? Is the name given here. Hydrolysis. Breaking the bond of a carbohydrate using water. So the best way to write this is this one. Right? So the best way to write this is, now I'm going to use a small font size. Glucose plus glucose maltose plus H2O the arrow is depicted for both sides. That means this reaction can happen for both the sides. But this is also accepted because in your book, especially in that chart, it is given like this. But this is the best way to write this about the disaccharides. Okay. Then what are the physical characteristics of disaccharides? Again, you know physical characteristics. They are again crystalline in shape and again, yes, characteristics that crystalline in shape, water soluble and sweet in taste. Right. Okay. Let's move on to the questions. Write 3 examples. Yes. Write 3 examples for disaccharide traces. Each of these disaccharide is found. Right. Okay. So where can we found these disaccharides? Maltose. Maltose.
Germinating seeds.
Germinating seeds.
Very good. Sucrose is the most prominent one. That means sucrose is the type of sugar that we consume. Gedara seeding kilakane sucrose, right? So that is available in, or that is present in sugar cane and also in
Brown
beetroot.
sugar.
Yes, brown sugar is made from beetroot. Yes, white sugar is made from sugar cane. Right? Then lactose.
Dairy
Lactose
products.
is only present. Yes. Okay. So lactose is only present in animals. That is mammals. That is mammals. And there are percentages given, right? There are percentages given. There is one extra point. When we consider the cow milk, only 4 to 6% of lactose is present. That means if we consume 100 milliliters of cow milk, we get 4 milliliters, so 6 milliliters of lactose. If we consider breast milk, that is human, we get somewhere around 6 to 7. That means high lactose percentage is contained in breast milk. Right? That is one important thing. That is the importance of giving breast milk to children, that is especially infants. Right? Okay, it's an extra fact. Right. With that, we are going to finish the disaccharides and move to the polysaccharides. Right. So what is polysaccharides? So what are polysaccharides? Polysaccharides are the type of carbohydrates which is formed by polymerizing. Polymerizing means immense amount, huge amount of single units like this. They are stacked together and form a specific structure that is known as a many carbohydrates. Polysaccharide. Okay. Here there are different monosaccharides participate for that, but in your book it has only considered about the polysaccharides made from glucose. Glucose is another, right? So the monomer for the monosaccharide is glucose. So it forms different types of polysaccharides, right? So the first one, it can form starch. Starch, what is the importance of starch? Starch here. Starch is the storage component or the storage type of carbohydrate in plants. Plants are the storage component. Starch. Then what about human or what about animals? What is the storage component of storage?
Glycogen.
Of human?
Glycogen.
Glycogen.
Right. There's a huge enthusiasm. I highly appreciate that, right? Glycogen. And there's a structural component. Structural component means a component which helps to form structures. That is
Cellulose.
cell wall, yes, cellulose. That is cellulose. So from single glucose, different structures are formed by altering the amount of glucose. Imagine for this 1000 participated, for this 2000, for this 1500, and also the way they are joining. Sometimes they are branched, sometimes they are linear, likewise, right? Even though the single structure, according to the number and the way they are formed, different structures are formed, right? Different structures are formed from the single, we can say monomer, right? Okay. So we discussed everything related to the polysaccharides. Physical properties. When we talk about the physical properties, the exact opposite for the monosaccharides and disaccharides. So physical properties, first one, they are water insoluble. Second one, they are not sweet in taste. Third one, they are not in the crystalline form. So these are the physical properties, right? Is everything clear up to this moment? And yes, for extra knowledge, the structure of a glucose molecule, it is not important, right? It is not important even at A levels. A levels actually important. It is not important, but you can see, like you can see what I taught you earlier, that H and O is present in two forms. That is OH and H, right? It is not present in H2O. Okay? That's on. Yes, tell me. Yes.
Are disaccharides a sweet taste?
Yes, disaccharide index. Definitely. Sucrose, we consume sucrose. The sugar that we consume at home, that you're using for tea and for cool drinks and everything is a disaccharide. It is sucrose. Right? It is sweet in taste. Right.
ඒතකොට ෆ්‍රක්ටෝස් නිකන් සීනි වගේ තියෙනවද?
මොකද?
ෆ්‍රක්ටෝස් නිකන් සීනි වගේ හොයාගන්න තියෙනවද?
ඔව් ඊටතර ටේස්ට් සීනි වගේ නෑ නේ මේ කියන්නේ ෆ්‍රක්ටෝස් කවුරුත් හදලා ඒවා මේ එහෙම තියන්නේ නෑ බට් ටේස්ට් එක ඒවා ඈ
ඒසේ
ටේස්ට් එක ඒවා ෆ්‍රක්ටෝස් අපි මාකට් එකේ විකුණන්නේ නෑ හදලා
ඒසේ
ෆ්‍රක්ටෝස් එකේ ඊටට සුක්‍රෝස් ඇත්තටම මේ මොකද ඒක කියන්නේ අපි හල තියාගන්න එකක් නෙමෙයි මේ ස්ට්‍රක්චර් එක සොලිඩ් ඒ කියන්නේ ඒක changes in the environment expire වෙන්නේ නැහැ expire වෙන්නේ නැහැ කියලා කියමු expire වෙන්නේ නැහැ ලේසි හරි easily store කරන්න පුළුවන් chemically water එක්ක react කරන්න ඒ වගේ දේවල් when it comes to glucose එහෙම වෙනවා glucose store කරනකොට ඔක දෙක තියෙන glucose නිකන් දාලා තියන්නේ නැහැ නේද seal කරලා packet කරලා තියෙනවා because it can react very quickly right ඒකයි ඇත්තටම හේතුව ඒකයි අපි disaccharide එක consume කරන්නේ sugar එක otherwise ප්‍රශ්නයක්ම නැහැ අර no problem. Right. Then the most important one, right? Significance. Right. Significance. The first one, the most important usage as a energy source. That means you know that in the sixth lesson, right? That is respiration. We learn how the respiration occurs. In respiration, glucose reacts with oxygen and forms ATP as the energy. Adenosine triphosphate. So the first one as an energy source. First one as an energy source. The second usage, the order can change, no problem.
Storage
As
comfort.
storage, very good.
Storage comfort.
Yes, storage. For animals, it is glycogen. For plants, it is starch. Third one, as a
Structural component in plant cell wall.
components. Yes, in plant cell wall and also in plasma membrane, cell plasma membrane, no cell membrane. Any name is correct, right? In cell membrane, there are some carbohydrates. So it is a structural component. Fourth one,
Constituent of nucleic acid.
Constituent of nucleic acid.
Nucleic acid. When we talk about nucleotide, it is like this. Nucleotide. This is the pentose sugars. This is the two other monosaccharides, right? Ribose and deoxyribose. Earlier we discussed about hexose. They are hexose. There are 6 carbons. Here there are 5 carbons. That's why we call them pentose sugars, right? Ribose and deoxyribose. Both of them are monosaccharides, right? Okay. So to form this nucleotide, that means to form DNA and RNA. So these are the significances. Right. Okay. Is everything clear up to this point? This is when it comes to the book, it is important to remember that the highlighted part that is in dark black color, right? Highlighted part. Oh, you can see bold. Bold font එකේ තියෙන එක තමයි මනස තියාගන්න ඕනේ. right? Significances කියන අනිත් විස්තරය ඉච්චුනේ නැතුනට ගැටලුවක් නෑ.
Yes.
Right, then you know hondama kෑල්ල, right? Identification tests. Quick click මඩ කියන්නම් මේකේ වැදගත් වෙන්නේ the important part is how to remember the short note, right? Quickly, how do we identify starch? The first one, we put all three, right? For monosaccharide, disaccharide, and polysaccharide. For all these three, we perform identification test. For monosaccharide, sorry, let's go over the polysaccharide. That is starch, right? We take a sample of starch and dissolve in water. That is not dissolved. That cannot be dissolved in water at room temperature. So we should dissolve it in hot water, right? Hot water dissolve hot water dissolve and filter. Then we can get a transparent solution, right? Then for that solution, if this is the transparent solution of starch, we can add iodine. What is the color of iodine?
Iodine, sir.
Iodine, what is the color?
Brown.
Brown.
Brown, very good. Iodine is brown in color. So we add iodine for starch. If starch is present, it gives a different names are given. Dark blue color, purple blue color, blackish blue color. So dark and somehow it should be a very dark blue. It gives a dark blue. So this is the standard way of performing practical, but it can be performed like this also. Now you take a piece of bread, some amount of rice, let's say flour, a roti like this. Right? Then you directly add few drops of iodine to this one. Then again, they can also give that same color change. Right? So this is how we perform the practical. The important thing is to identify the color changes. So this is how we prepare the short note for identification test. Right? Please prepare this short note for all the identification tests. Today itself. Right? So how do we do it? Starch. Let's see. Dark blue. Iodine.
Sir, blue black.
Blue, black, dark blue, purplish blue, any color, right? Dark blue highlight right? Right. So this is the short note. So this is how you're going to remember this, right? So how you're going to remember this? When iodine is added to starch, if starch is present, or when iodine reacts with starch, it gives a dark blue color. So these are the things that is asked for the examination. What are the color changes that happens when starch reacts with iodine? Or a chemical reacted with starch and gave dark blue color. Or for a food sample, few drops of iodine was added and a dark blue color was obtained. What is the food sample? So all the details can be simply obtained by this simple, we don't say equation, by this simple reaction. So this is the way of writing reaction.
Sir.
Short note. Yes.
So in photosynthesis unit, there is another method of starch test.
Starch taste.
Starch test. There is another method in photosynthesis unit.
Yeah, there is another method of starch test. That method is somewhat developed or somewhat modified, because in that photosynthesis lesson we perform the starch test for a leaf, right? For a leaf to perform that, it is difficult because this color change is not observed because there are chlorophyll. Right? There are chlorophyll.
Yes.
So there is a green color present. In
Yes.
order to remove this chlorophyll, first we should boil it in hot water, then we should boil it in alcohol. So that is the difference, right?
Alcohol.
So in order to remove this chlorophyll,
Yes.
there are some additional steps given. That is the difference, right?
So is it okay if we write that test method?
No, it is only for photosynthesis. Otherwise, it is not necessary to write.
Okay,
right?
sir.
Otherwise, only adding a few
Okay,
drops
sir.
of iodine. So this is the standard test, right? That is only for chlorophyll.
Okay.
If there are no chlorophyll, what is the point of boiling in water? I chlorophyll and water boil. It was alcohol boil. No point of doing it. Yes. So this is the standard test, right? Okay.
Okay.
Then the other one, that is for glucose. Yes. Any question, Nathan? Then the other one, that is for glucose. For glucose, again, glucose is dissolved in water, then it will give some milky white color. Then again, it should be filtered using a filter paper, right? If the filter doesn't happen. Filter paper, when we use a filter paper and filter that, we can again get a colorless or transparent solution. Right? This is the solution, that is glucose. This is colorless, right? So we add
Benedict solution.
Benedict solution. Some cases, this Benedict is given in your book. Failings. There's another solution called FPHLINGS. Failings. Right? Failings is also taken for this what you call experiment. Both of them contain copper sulfate, so both of them are blue, light blue in color, right? So anyhow, Benedict solution is added to glucose, right? And it is heated, right? it is heated. How do we heat this? Heat karane kohomada? It is important. Take
Water bath.
before question. Yes, by immersing in a water bath. So what is the necessity for
Water
immersing
bath.
this in a water bath? Me thamai heat karane.
Is Benedict solution inflammable?
No, that is for alcohol. Alcohol වලට තමයි heat කරන්නේ. Alcohol cannot be
Yes.
directly exposed to fire.
Fire.
So we yes, what is the reason?
Uniform heat එකක් දෙන්න sir.
Very good. That is for providing uniform heat. මෙහෙම කරොත් if we do it like this, what happens? Only the bottom part will get heated, and if there are no enough chemical present, there won't be any observable color change. But when we do this, first water gets heated like this. Now, as it is immersed, think it with 3D, as it is immersed in hot water, the whole tube, whole test tube will absorb the heat uniformly. So the reason into dip in a water bath is to provide uniform heat. When it comes to the second lesson, that is photosynthesis, right? There we used alcohol here, yes. So there are two usages in order to provide uniform heat, and also alcohol is highly inflammable. But when it comes to this one, as this is not inflammable, we dip this in a water bath in order to provide uniform. Right. Okay. Then there is a set of color changes. No need to remember that. Please remember the final color, right? Final color is like one but it was not asked, right? Even in A levels, we remember the final color, right? Okay. So
Mama.
Mike's nucleic acid. Glucose gives the color is given as brick red. Brick red when Moroccolean Benedict solution is added and it should be heated. Heating is depicted like this, right? So when Benedict solution is added to glucose and heated, it gives a brick red color precipitate. What is the meaning of precipitate? The solid is formed and it is floating. Right? Solid is formed and it is floating. If the solid is at the bottom, we call it a deposit. Right? This is a precipitate. Right? Okay. Next one for disaccharides. So this is it is a modification of the same test, right? For disaccharide, it is a modification of the same test. For disaccharide, then what do we do? If this is the disaccharide, right? Let's take sucrose. We perform the same test, right? That is Benedict and heat. There is no visible observation. Then what do? We should add an acid. It can be HCl or sulfuric, but in your book it has given as sulfuric. So please remember that as sulfuric. No problem. H2SO, sorry, H2SO4. Then when sulfuric is added to sucrose, sucrose breaks into glucose and fructose. Now, when we perform the same test, I'm coming this way. Right? Now, for this sample, we can perform the same test, that is Benedict. Then brick red precipitate is obtained. So we can obtain a brick red precipitate, no problem. Right. So this is how you write the what do you call short notes for the identification tests. Right? Is it clear for you? If you have any question about, we finished a huge part, right? A huge area that covers a lot of theory. Please tell me if you have anything to be clarified. Right? No question? Right, okay. No question cut in then the cut in. Yeah, few of you had messaged that they have a class at 8:30, right? Mike, I believe 8:30, you know, right? Okay, I will do something for them. Right? 8:30 class, you know, they make the right? Okay, no problem. Right? Okay. Then what happens for the? If you have no questions, I'm going to move to the other part, right? I'm going to move to the other part, that is, in a second.
Proteins.
Yes, proteins in a second, right? Okay. Right. We are going to move to the proteins. Then same questions are again appearing. So when we go for the proteins, what happens? The same set of questions, right? Okay. Give me a second. Right. Now we are going to talk about proteins, right? Proteins. So the first one, elemental composition. So what are the elements that are helping to form proteins? So what are the elements that are helping or supporting to construct the protein? Yes?
Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen.
Yes. Nitrogen and
Sometimes sulfur.
sometimes
Sulfur.
sulfur. You should remember everything, right? CHON, sometimes S, but please write the full name down. So when we consider the structure of a protein, when we consider the whole structure of a protein, it is not a single unit. It is composed of several units. So that means it is a polymer which is produced by multiplying the same unit. This same single unit is known as amino acid. Right? This single unit is known as amino acid. Now, as extra knowledge, it has given the structure of amino acid, but it's better if you can remember the structure of an amino acid. Right. So this is the structure of an amino acid. Right. Carbon is in the middle. There's a COOH group. We call it carboxyl group. Carboxyl group. And NH2, we call it amine group, right? And R means any CH combination, hydrocarbon. This one is hydrocarbon and there is hydrogen, right? When it comes to the simplest form of amino acid, that is glycine, there is a hydrogen present instead of this hydrocarbon. So this is the structure of amino acids, right? Any question? Questions about tutorial. We finished up to the write 3 physical characteristics of monosaccharide. Write 3 examples for disaccharide. Write 2 monosaccharides molecules which contribute to form each disaccharide. What is the only sugar that is absent in plants? So what is the only sugar that is absent in plants? That is
Lactose.
Lactose. Very good. Write 3 physical properties of disaccharides. We discussed. Write 3 types of polysaccharides and 2 places each of the polysaccharide is found. Very good. So starch in plants, storage component, and when it comes to glycogen, what are the 2 places that is glycogen is present? 2 places.
Animal
Storage
liver and
component of
muscle.
human.
Animal liver and
Very
muscles.
Very good. Liver and muscles. Right. 4 significances of carbohydrates we discussed. What is the elemental composition of proteins? CHON, sometimes S is present. Write 5 foods which contains proteins. Very simple, right? Most of the times animal products, right? Egg, milk, meat, right?
Fish.
And when it comes to the fish, and also fish, right? Fish. When it comes to the plant products, all the types of beans, right? Soya beans, right? And long beans, wing beans, everything contains proteins, right? Okay. Protein is a complex molecule. What is the structural unit of protein? So what is the structural unit of proteins? That is amino acid. Go and name the parts of the structural unit of proteins. We just visit carboxyl group, amine group. So these are the groups. Others are hydrogen and R is hydrocarbon. Right. Write 5 significances of proteins. Write 5 significances of proteins. Yes. What are the significances of proteins? Yes. What are the significances?
Energy source.
Yes. First and foremost, it is again used as an energy source. Very good. It is used as an energy source.
Energy source.
Very good. Second one.
As enzyme.
Yes. Enzyme. Before that, we can let's see a structural component. Right. Some structures are formed. Third one, yes, as an enzyme.
Enzymes.
And fourth one,
Hormones.
hormones. Yes. Again, any other?
As antibody.
Yes, as antibodies, right? As antibodies, there is the few usage, right? Okay. Now, when we talk about enzymes, so here we are going for a different part. That is enzymes. This we move for enzymes, right? So enzymes means any component or any chemical that catalyze a biochemical reaction. So there are a new set of words, right? Biochemical reactions means any reaction which happens inside the living body. That's why we call it biochemical, means chemicals participate, right? So in order to increase the speed of a chemical reaction, we should increase the amount of energy provided. So that most of the times provided as heat. But when it comes to living bodies, there's a maximum amount of heat that can be tolerated. If we exceed that amount, definitely what happens? Definitely that organism will die. For us, it is 37 Celsius. In order to facilitate these reactions, if we increase our body temperature, definitely we are going to die. So, in order to increase this reaction, there is another chemical participating. So, as this increase the reaction of, as this increase the rate of reactions, we call it as catalyzing. Catalyze, right? Same thing applies. So, vanadium pentoxide and everything, they are not in living body. We use them in industry, right? So here, if chemical A needs to be converted to chemical B, if this requires a lot of heat, instead of adding a lot of heat or providing a lot of heat, we can add an enzyme. We can add an enzyme. So this enzyme will participate to increase the rate of this reaction. So without any excess heat, this reaction occurs. So this is the definition of enzyme. So enzyme is a biocatalyzer which helps to increase the rate of reactions. Right. Okay. So with that, there's a nice practical. Let's discuss that. It is very easy, right? Right. Let's move to the practical because it was asked for several question papers. In several question papers, this question was here, right? Now you know that simple reaction, right? This was the first reaction that occurred in the digestion of food in our body. So starch was converted to maltose. What is the enzyme? What is the enzyme?
Amylase.
Yes. Starch is converted to maltose with the reaction of
Amylase.
amylase. Thiolene in our case, right? Thiolene, salivary amylase. So we use this reaction. Very easy, very simple experiment. This is how we conduct this. We take a sample of starch, and we add some amount of amylase to this. We add some amount of amylase to this. So this reaction occurs. So inside this, what happens? Starch is breaking into maltose. Then what do? We take a white porcelain, a tile, porcelain tile, right? And from a dropper, we take one drop and put an iodine drop. So initially, we see a dark blue color drop. That means starch is present, right? At a certain time, let's say 2 minutes. In 2 minutes, right? In 2 minutes, we take another sample. Then this blue color reduces. In another 2 minutes, we take another sample, blue color further reduces. After some time, we can see there is no blue color. When we add iodine, only the color of iodine is present. So what is the reason for this observation? Earlier there was starch. So this starch with iodine gave this blue color. Now starch is totally broken to maltose due to amylase. Now maltose doesn't give any color change to iodine. So the iodine color is given here. So that is the experiment that we use to show the action of enzyme, right? Show the action of enzyme. So how the action of enzyme shows here? Starch doesn't break into maltose in room temperature. Starch doesn't break into maltose in room temperature. But when we provide an enzyme, this reaction automatically happens. So that is the function of enzyme. They make the reactions possible in room temperature, right? That is the experiment to show the action of enzymes, right? Let's move on to the tutorial. Yes. What is the importance of enzyme? So what is the importance of enzyme? Question number 26. They catalyze
the biochemical reaction.
reactions. That should be the answer. They catalyze biochemical reactions. Very good. Now we are going to move to the identification of proteins. Identification of proteins. The final one, right? We call it biuret test. Again, very simple. We take a sample of protein. It can be egg yolk or it can be any of the beans, whatever, right? Very simple. Protein. This is how you write the reaction. Give a, let's say, a purple color, pinkish purple, anything, right? Purple color. Protein gives a purple color when they are reacted with, first one, sodium
hydroxide, copper sulfate.
So when sodium hydroxide and few drops of copper sulfate added, proteins give a pinkish purple, right? Purple color. It is given in your book as purple color.
Purple.
No problem. Pink, yes, purple color. Right? This is the identification. This is how you should write the short note for the identification of protein. When sodium hydroxide is added to copper sulfate, so sodium hydroxide is added to protein with a few drops of copper sulfate. If it gives purple color, the protein is confirmed. Right.
What is the color of sodium hydroxide?
Sodium hydroxide, what color is it? Sodium hydroxide is a base. So what is the color? It
Blue.
can be milky white or something like. Most of the times it is colorless, right? Colorless. If you filter that very well, sodium hydroxide solution is made by dissolving sodium hydroxide crystal, right? So if you dissolve it well, it is colorless, no color. Copper sulfate, light. So these are the colors.
So then what is the color of Benedict solution?
Benedict solution, again it contains copper sulfate, so again it is light blue. Benedict pairings, both of them are light blue, right?
Okay.
Now we are moving to the lipids. Now the amount of information that needs to be discussed reduces, right? No problem. Lipids. So again, lipids, what is the elemental composition of lipids? Carbon,
Hydrogen, oxygen.
Oxygen. But the difference with that is what the difference with carbohydrates? H and O is not present in the 2:1 ratio. Is it clear? H and O is not present in the 2:1 ratio, right? Then lipids are present in two forms at the room temperature. So what are the two forms of lipids at the room temperature?
Fatty acid, glycerol.
Two forms.
Fats and oils.
Two forms. Oils and fats. The lipid that exists in the liquid state at room temperature is known as oils. The lipid that exists in solid form at the room temperature is known as fats, right? Okay, so when we consider about a glucose molecule is formed by, this is not a polymerization, right? One glycerol plus 3 fatty acids, but this 3 is not that much important because it is not given, forms lipid plus water. So a lipid, if this is a lipid, this composed of a glycerol, let's say this is a glycerol and 3 fatty acids. So fatty acids react with glycerol and forms a lipid molecule. So this is how a lipid is formed. Is it clear? Is it clear to you? Right. So the places where we can find lipids, there are a lot of places. All the natural oils, not the brake oil and all the other things. And natural oil means the oils that are found in plants. All the plant oils, coconut oil, gingerly, sesame, all the oils are lipids, right? And butter, margarine, everything is again
Palm oil.
lipids. So you can find a lot of examples. You already know it, right? Okay. So this is how a lipid is composed of. Then what are the functions of lipids? There are a lot of functions. So what are the significances of lipids? Lipids?
Energy source.
Yes, the first one, energy source. Very good. Now energy source, all three were used as an energy source. Yes, energy source.
Yes.
Conservation of water.
Before that, there is a nice one.
Structural components.
Yes, what is the structural component that we know in everyone, even in for us?
Cell membrane.
Cell membrane.
No, cell membrane. Yes, it is composed of we call it phospholipid.
Phospholipid.
Yes, phosphate and lipid combines and form phospholipid. We call it phospholipid bilayers because there are 2 layers, right? So structural component. Third one.
Conservation of water.
Now you can write.
Conservation of water.
Conservation of water. That means under the skin, even for us, right? Under the skin there is a lipid layer. You know that lipid doesn't allow the passage of water, so water is conserved in high heat and everything, right? Okay, and also some internal organs are covered with a lipid layer, so it can absorb the external shocks. So internal organs are protected, right? So protection of internal organs. Protection, right? Heat. Then
Maintain the body temperature.
Yes, for maintaining the body temperature also it is important, right? And also some hormones are formed from lipids, right? Okay. Some hormones are formed from lipids, right? So these are the significances of lipids, right? Okay, it is easy. Now we are going to go for the identification tests of lipids. Identification tests of lipids.
Sudan 3.
So it is very easy. We take a sample of lipids. Let's take some amount of oil, right? Very easy. We take lipid. Now please try to write them after the class, right? Even tomorrow it's okay. Please try to write this, make these short notes so that you can very easily remember these theories, right? Lipids react with, what is the chemical that we use? Sudan 3. Sudan 3. So if this gives, let's say, pink or red, we can, that depends on the person that observes, right? pink color, dark pink color, red color, globules. Globules means bubbles like structures. When Sudan 3 is added to lipids, if red color globules, pink color globules are present, that means that sample contains what?
Lipid.
That sample contains lipids.
Lipid.
Very good. Right. Okay. So that is it about lipids. Any question up to this point? If you have any question, you can ask.
So what are globules?
Globules means bubbles like structures, right? These bubbles like structures is not in a uniform thing. Like if it is water, it is a uniform thing. Globules means few bubbles, dot like structures. Few dots are used.
So,
Yes.
so what is glycerol?
Glycerol is a chemical, right? Glycerol is a chemical. We are not going to write the structure. If you are interested, you can search the structure. It is just like carbohydrate, proteins, nucleic acid. Likewise, it is another chemical, glycerol.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Right. If you don't have no point of learning this fatty acids, saturated fatty acids, and unsaturated fatty acids, right? If I have time, I will teach that, but no point of wasting time.
So ඒගේ examinations වලින් අහන්න
Saturated නම් අහලා නැහැ. මේක අහලා නැහැ. Saturated මොනවද? මේක examples වල දීලා නැහැ නේ. ඒ නිසා no point, right?
Saturated. So extra knowledge අහනවා නේද?
Externally සමහර ඒවා මේකයි. සමහර ඒවා sometimes they can be, but this is not question and actually මේක අහන්න facts මදි ඇත්තට. මම මේ දීලා තියෙනවා මදි saturated unsaturated ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕගොල්ලෝ මේ structures අඳින්න ඉගෙන ගන්න ඕනේ, right? එතකොට තමයි ඒක organic chemistry වල තමයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ A levels වලදී ඉගෙන ගන්න මේ structures අඳින හැටි, right? Carbon double bonds, carbon triple bonds මේවා මොකුත් තේරෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒ නිසා මේක අහලා වැඩක් නැහැ. මේක යහන්න. Right. Okay.
So in some model papers, I have found the questions like examples for saturated fatty acid, like.
Yes, in model questions they can appear. That is the problem with model questions, right? Even if the book doesn't provide examples, so there is no point of writing examples. Right? The book doesn't contain means it is out of syllabus, right? You can find if you are interested, you can write. Definitely no problem of doing that. No harm. But for the examination, there's no possibility of asking such questions.
Okay.
Right. Then we can move to the nucleic acid, which is the final molecule we are going to learn, right? Okay. Nucleic acid. Then again, the elemental composition is important. So what is the elemental composition of nucleic acids?
Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and phosphorus.
Oxygen, nitrogen, and phosphorus. Yes, this is the elemental composition. So again, this is a polymer, right? A polystructure. That means the same single unit is multiplied for several times. So we are going to identify the monomer or the single unit that contributes for that multiplication. Right. Okay. So this is the single unit that participates for that. We call it a nucleotide. You should be able to draw this, right? Because extra knowledge is the thing, yeah, right? It is given as for knowledge, right? Not extra knowledge. Only the things for knowledge. Extra right? This is important, right? Right? You should be able to draw this. It is given as for knowledge. Everything is for knowledge, no problem. This is the nitrogenous base. Nitrogenous base, and this is, we call this the pentose sugar. That's why we have drawn a pentagon for that, right? And this is the phosphate group. Nitrogenous base, phosphate group, and pentose sugar. So in nucleic acids, two types of pentose sugars participate. The first one, ribose. The second one, deoxyribose. According to this, this single unit, was we can call this nucleotide changes, right? If it is ribose sugar, we call it ribonucleotide. If it is deoxyribose, we call it deoxyribonucleotide. Is it clear for you? So there are two types of nucleotides, right? Two types of nucleotides. This is the first type, this is the second type, the only one, right? First type. Here, ribose, here deoxyribose. So, multiplication of ribose or the ribonucleotide gives the ribonucleic acid. We call it RNA. Is it clear for you how the RNA is formed? Ribose is here, it is multiplied, and ribonucleotide is here, it is multiplied, and that forms ribonucleic acid. It is known as RNA. Then here deoxyribose is here. Deoxyribonucleotide is formed. When it is multiplied, it gives rise to deoxyribonucleic acid. DNA. Is it clear for you? Everything?
Yes, sir.
Right. So then we are going to find the, or we are going to write the significances, or we are going to identify the importances of these structures, DNA and RNA, right? So DNA exists as a double helix. That means a lot of, let's say, nucleotides get together and form one strand. Two such strands get together when forming a DNA. That means there are two strands, they get together like this, in this one, right? This structure is known as the double helix structure. It was identified by two scientists known as Watson and Crick, right? Those are extract, right? Double helix structure. It is in the two-strand form. RNA is formed in single strand form, right? So there is only one strand in RNA. So significances of nucleic acid is very important. Nucleic acids donate, or nucleic acid participates in storing and transmitting genetical information. So the first function is storage of genetical information, all the genetical information, how our hair color should be, how tall we should be, how the skin color should be, everything is stored in DNA and RNA. So storage of genetical information, and transferring them from generation to generation, right? That is the two main important functions. And also it participates for protein synthesis. It participates for protein synthesis, and they can control all the functions of the cell due to the nucleus, right? Controlling the functions of the cell, or controlling cellular activities. This is how we say. So four functions: storage of genetical information, transferring of genetical information, protein synthesis, controlling cellular activities. So these are the four functions of the nucleic acid. That is common for both DNA and RNA. Right. Okay. Any question after this point? Just like I mentioned you earlier, we are not going to discuss about the experiments or practicals to identify DNA and RNA. Right? That is due to the unavailability of several components in the laboratory.
So mutations mean?
Mutation means differences, right? Any difference that is, now imagine there should be a specific order, right? Due to any reason, if this is deleted or due to any reason, if these informations are deleted or extra informations are added, that means alter. The pattern is altered, we call it a mutation, right? So there can be good mutation, that means new good characteristics can form, and also there can be bad characteristics. Bad mutations can also occur, right? There are different syndromes if they are.
So him mutations winning also.
Mutations වෙන්නේ ඇත්තටම මේවා separate වෙනවා. හරි අපි ඒක ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේක මෙහෙම search කරන්න. ඔක දැන් අපි උගන්වන්නේ නැහැ. Mitosis and meiosis කියන හොඳට search කරන්න with the video, right? වීඩියෝ එකක් සර්ච් කරන්න මයිටොසිස් මයොසිස් ඔයගොල්ලෝගේ සිලබස් එකේ තිබ්බට ඒක උගන්වලා නැහැ. සෙපරේට් වෙනකොට මේ ඩබල් ස්ට්‍රෑන්ඩ් එක මෙහෙම සෙපරේට් වෙනකොට right හරියට සෙපරේට් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. හරි මේ ඩබල් ස්ට්‍රෑන්ඩ් එක කැඩෙනවා දැන්. එහෙම කැඩුනොත් එහෙම සමහර විට ඕන නැති ඉන්ෆර්මේෂන් යනවා. හරි කියන්නේ ස්ට්‍රෑන්ඩ් එකේ ස්ට්‍රෑන්ඩ් එකේ තියෙන ඕන ඉන්ෆර්මේෂන් නැතුව වැඩිපුර ඉන්ෆර්මේෂන් යනවා. එතකොට it's a mutation. අනිත් එකේ ඒකේ තියෙන ඕන ඉන්ෆර්මේෂන් නැතුව ඒවා lost වෙනවා. එතකොට it's a mutation, right? The best example දැන් අපි කියනකොට male female හැදෙනකොට genes එනකොට එන්න ඕනේ කොහොමද? X කියලා එකක් එන්න ඕනේ. X Y කියලා එකක් එන්නේ. නේ? නැත්නම් එන්න ඕනේ කොහොමද? X male female නේද? Then sometimes variable gene එකත් XXY වගේ වෙනවා. These are mutation. There are a lot of mutations. If you are interested, you can find them. These are the syndromes due to the gene mutations, right? Klinefelter syndrome, right? Klinefelter syndrome, Down's syndrome. What about gene mutation exactly? Syndrome.
So ඒතකොට සර් ඇල්බිනිසම් එහෙමත් ඒවත් gene mutation.
Albinism ඒකත් අපි ලෙඩක් කියලා albinism අපි ලෙඩක් කියලා ගන්න නැහැ. හරි තමයි. ස්කින් එකේ ගැටලුවක් නේ. Melanin is not formed, right? Melanin එක form වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක mutation එකක්. හරි අපි ඒක generation යන්නේ. දැන් Down syndrome එක එහෙම යන්නේ නැහැ. right? Klinefelter syndrome යන්නේ නැහැ. හැබැයි ඒ ලෙඩ හොද කරන්න බෑ කවදාවත්. හරි කිසිම බෙහෙතක් නැහැ because they are genetically information. Genetically හැදෙලා තියෙන කිසිම බෙහෙතක් නැහැ. Down syndrome කියන්නේ අර මතක හිටින්නේ නැහැ. මොංගල් කියලා කියන්නේ හරිද? ඇත්තම කියන්නේ මොංගල් කියලා. හරිද? ඒක තමයි හරිම ඩෙෆිනිෂන් එක. සිංගල් වලට සිංගලෙම සිංගල් ඒ දවස් අපිට එහෙම කියලා තමයි ඉවර ආයෙ බෙහෙත් නැහැ. මොංගල් නම් මොංගල්ම තමයි. ඒ වැරද්දක් නෙවෙයි හරි ඒ මිනිස්සු එහෙම කියලා. අයින් කරන්න කියලා නෙවෙයි අදට. that is a syndrome. Klinefelter syndrome. These are syndromes. There are no cures for that. Right? So ඒවා අපි ජීන්ස් වල හැම සෙල් එකකම ඒ වැරද්ද වෙනවා. ඒකට ආයෙ කියෝ කරන්න බෑ. හැදුනොත් හැදුනම තමයි. ඒකට කරන්න තියෙන එකම දේ තමයි එහෙම තියෙනකොට කලින් يعني when they are at the in the womb of the mother we can identify එහෙම එකක් තියෙනවා කියලා දන්නවා නම් ඒ womb එක destroy කරලා දාන්න විනාශ කරලා දාන්න. ඒක තමයි එකම ක්‍රමයකට ළමයි ඉපදින්නේ නැහැ. That is the only thing, abortion, right? That is the only way to prevent such childbirth. ඒක සමහර රටවල allow කරනවා සමහර රටවල allow කරන්නේ නැහැ. That depends, right? Those are extra. Then there are some nice tests to identify nitrogen. Nitrogen identification test ඒක වෙනම කවදාවත් අහන්නේ නැහැ because it is protein identification test, right? Protein identification test එක තමයි තියෙන්නේ. If protein is present, nitrogen is present කියලා තමයි වෙන්නේ. Consider කරන්න. Right. Okay. Then identification of carbon and water, very simple. You can read them and identify. Very simple. Carbon identification, burn and grow. Right? One example. Right? Identification of water. It is identification of carbon, nitrogen, water. Yes. Identification of water is important. So how do we identify water? That means now I am going to say that water is a constituent of eggshell. Water is a constituent of beans. Right? Very simple. We take the sample and we heat it. We heat that sample and we hold a glass plate or we hold a small glass, right? So vapors are deposited on this one. Water vapor is deposited on this one. All right. Now there is a colorless liquid, but we cannot say this is water. So we should use a chemical to prove. Two chemicals are used. What are those two chemicals? Yes. Cobalt chloride and copper sulfate, right? Yes. Yes. Okay. Right. So cobalt chloride and copper sulfate is used. So when cobalt chloride and copper sulfate, any of this is added to water, some color changes occur, right? Here more color changes. Copper sulfate turns into
Blue.
is colorless, right? Yes, color green. Copper sulfate blue. Copper sulfate turns into blue. Then cobalt chloride turns into pink, right?
Pink.
Cobalt chloride turns into pink. Yes. So Those are the color changes. When it is so, if these color changes occur due to this liquid is confirmed as water, right? Okay. Then the most important one, this is very important. Please remember everything that I am saying from here onwards, right? Then make a important. There are few tables, right? To be precise, there are 7 tables. So that make a right? Very important. So others they are going to miss it, right? So there are 7 tables, right? That is related to the properties of water and the properties or the deficiency syndromes of ions and vitamins, right? Ions are for 2, that is for plants and for humans, right? There are 7 tables. Now, most of the times questions are based on this one. 2 types, right? 2 types of questions. The first one, it can be asked like this. Widow patches and everything is present. Night blindness is present. Weakening of bones, right? Or muscle cramping is occurring. Likewise, so what is the deficiency of this particular person? That is one type of asking, right? The other type is this chemical is given. What is the deficiency syndrome? This person is lacking or this person doesn't have or get sufficient amount of sodium. So which of the following observations can be seen, or which of the following syndromes that this person has? Likewise, questions can be, right? And there are some model questions also. So you should remember all these tables. So this is how you are going to remember this, and you should start from tomorrow onwards. Right? First, you should rewrite all these tables. Don't try to take a printout, right? Please rewrite everything, right? That is, what is the chemical and what is the deficiency syndrome? What is the vitamin? What is the deficiency syndrome? Likewise. So please rewrite all these 7 tables. First thing, right? First, rewrite. You can use a half sheet, full scap, or whatever, right? According to the font size that you like, you can rewrite. First thing, rewrite on the first thing. Then please place it. If you like, you can place it on the wall. If you have transparent glass or whatever, you can put it under the table or do whatever. Please place them in a place that you can see it daily. Right? First thing, you draw the tables for yourself. Second thing, you paste it or you keep it in a place that you can see it daily. Third thing, the most important one, third thing, you should read them twice a day. This should be a conscious reading. Right? Otherwise, there's no point of doing this. Read by hearting, there's a difference. Right? When we try to by heart something, it is a pressure for the brain, right? When we read, just like reading a newspaper, right? You can't roughly for twice. That means you are getting up in the morning and you start work. Before starting any of the studies, please read this 7 tables, all the 7 tables. That will take 15 minutes, right? Again, before going to sleep, please try to read this. So twice a day, you should read this. Twice a day. So within 1 month, you can very easily remember these things because you are not asked to fill the table, right? They are asking, giving several combinations and asking you the question. So a rough knowledge is enough, right? So this is the way to remember these 7 tables. You draw them, you rewrite them, you keep it in a place that you can see daily, and you read them twice a day. That is good if it is after getting up, before getting prepared to study, and before going to bed. Read them. I have practiced them because we made these things in A levels, right? After A levels, right? There were some extensions, other chemicals were added, vitamins were added. This is the way we practice for A levels, right? So it was very helpful for us. Right? So this is practice, and this is a very good proven method, right? I practiced this method and it was very successful. So this is the way to remember these 7 tables, right? So these tables are very important. So within 1 month, then within 1 month means we can do it in November. In November there are other things to do, right? November there are a lot of things in all the other subjects also science la thiyena. So please do it today itself. August la me question you are not like that. August you should finish everything related to this table. So it is very important. Is it clear for you? So this is the only method of try to remember this chemical. So try to remember this combination deficiency syndrome. Right. Okay. With that, we are going to move to the. So I think we discussed answers for all the revision questions, right? What are the two types of molecules contribute to the lipid molecule? Yes. What are the two types of molecules contribute to this molecule? Fatty acids and glycerol. Significances of lipids we discussed. So saturated fatty acids and unsaturated fatty acids difference, right? Okay, I will tell it as the final thing of the class, right? What is the structural unit of nucleic acid? Discussed. Elemental composition. Draw and name part. What are the two types of nucleic acid? Significances of nucleic acid. Properties of water. Yes. Macro and elements, right? Yes. To grind a food rich in starch. Yes. What are the chemicals needed for nucleotides, right? Identification test, right? What will be your observation?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Sir, me saturated fatty acids हुई unsaturated fatty acids वाले हम से आ रहा है. Differences आने को लग से नहीं.
Differences ता हाँ ने वो लोग उगाने नहीं मिली मिक्सर है मांग रहा है कि ना वो तो वो मांग वो कराई exam में रहा है अभी तो वो करने के लिए कितना मांग fail में exam में right. This is the one we call saturated and unsaturated. ये कितना difference है? Saturated के लिए मुझे वो काला काला saturated के लिए मुझे काला काला ऊपर इनका करने का कांड करो. Saturate means maximum amount, right? When it comes for carbon, saturate means for carbon 4 bonds can form with 4 different molecules, right? 4 different molecules. Let's say A, B, C, D. If carbon forms bonds with 4 different molecules, that is the saturated state of carbon. So any fatty acid that is composed like this, that means in that carbon 4 different molecules, 4 different types of molecules are connected to carbon. We call it a saturated fatty acid. So in between carbon there are only one bond, right? Saturated. X like this, right? Any other, right? So in every carbon there are 4 different molecules connected to each of the carbon. So this state is known as saturated fatty acids. Is it clear for you? Saturated. That means 4 different groups. Unsaturated means carbon other bonds. In between carbon bonds, right? C. So there are carbon can form only 4 bonds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this 1, 2, 3, right? So A, B, X, Y. So here, if this bond is broken in between carbon, they can join with other 2. Let's say C and D, right? This is known as an unsaturated state. That means if double bonds are present in between carbon, that means they can bind with other molecules. Even though they are bounded with carbon to carbon, they can bind with other molecules. They can have a bargaining care, right? So we can consume some amount of other food. Like this, we call it unsaturated states. And also triple bonds are formed. That means 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means only one extra. That means 2 other molecules can be joined with this carbon. So again, this is unsaturated. So these types of glycerols or these types of lipids are known as unsaturated fatty acids. Right? That is the difference between saturated and unsaturated. Is everything clear for you? Right. Okay. So we discussed all the questions related to the tutorial revision question, all the 50 questions, right? Write the compound used to identify water in your school laboratory. Yes, any questions?
Sir.
Okay.
So සර් මේ අර මේ නියුක්ලියොටයිඩ් එකක සර් අර ස්ට්‍රක්චර් එක වගේ අඳින්න කියන තියෙනවද සර්?
It is better if you can. ඒක නම් හොඳයි. යා ඒක extra knowledge කියලා තිබ්බට මම කියන්නේ ඒක හොඳයි. It's better if you can write the structure of a nucleoside. Right. Pentose එකයි nitrogen base එකයි phosphate එකයි. ඒක අඳින්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. Yes. Nucleic acid එකයි ඒකයි අඳින්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. That is useful. Right. Up to this point it has not asked but ඒක අහන්න පුළුවන්. Right. Right. Out of all the 52 අපි describe කරලා තියෙනවා. Right. How the nitrogen of food. Yes. Right. Now let's move to the textbook exercises. You should answer. Right. Now I am asking the questions. You should answer. The food that contains highest amount of starch is potato, peanut, cucumber, gotu. What is the?
Potato.
Yes, potato, right? In peanut, lipids are cucumber, some amount of water, and yes, all the other, especially fibers, gotu fibers, right? Which belongs to monosaccharide? Fructose, sucrose, maltose, lactose. Very easy.
Fructose.
Yes, what is the monosaccharide?
Fructose.
Right. A carbohydrate especially found in plant is
Cellulose.
Very good. Lactose never. Pectin, we don't talk about pectin, it is not found. Cellulose in the plant cell. A vitamin that helps in blood clotting. Now you should be able to find this, be able to
Vitamin
answer
K.
this after forming this one. Yes, blood clotting. Vitamin.
Vitamin K.
K.
Yes, vitamin K. If you know this very well, if you don't know, if you have some doubts about these vitamins and the ions, please prepare those 7 tables and try to remember them. Right. Not an organic compound present in living body. Yes.
Water.
Water.
Water. Yes. So inorganic and organic compounds, we discussed all of them. Vitamin is an organic compound. Vitamin is an organic. Basically, inorganic compound, the most important one, water in our body, and minerals, right? There are ions, sodium, potassium, chlorine, everything, right? There are a whole set of ions in that 7 tables. All of them are inorganic compounds. But remember, vitamin is an organic compound. So that is about organic and inorganic. Below mentioned deficiency syndromes were identified in a health clinic conducted for grade weakening in eyesight and bitter patches in eyes. So what is the deficiency?
Vitamin A.
Vitamin
A.
B.
Yes, vitamin. Bitter patches, vitamin A. Vitamin මොකද්ද vitamin එක? Vitamin A කියපු කෙනා කවුද? A කියපු කෙනා තමයි හරි. කොහොමද? B කියලා කිව්වද? Table එක බලන්න, table 1.7, right? ඔතන හරි මට ඒක නෙවෙයි highlight කරන්න ඕනේ නේ. ඔතන ඔක පොඩ්ඩක් ඔය question එක underline කරගන්න ඔතන හරි. මම ඔයගොල්ලෝ පෙන්නන්න හදන්නේ the importance of doing this exercises. හරි exercises කරන එකේ වැදගත්කම මොකක්ද කියලා. Please underline that question. ඔක underline කරගන්න. It is found in a past tense. ඒකයි textbook exercises, even though they are very simple, few 2 or 3 questions, they can be important in this one. So please remember, another one of the deficiency syndrome can be in your paper, right? Let's go for the others. So that is the importance, right? Weakening or in growth in teeth, right? Both underline. Right. Both of them. Underline, I will show that they have been asked in your past papers, right? This is the combination. This is the relationship between the textbook questions and past paper questions, right? Underline both of them. So what is the actually it is not a vitamin. What is the mineral responsible for this? Growth of teeth and tooth decay? Yes.
Calcium.
Calcium, yes, calcium. Bleeding of gum? Then bleeding of gum?
Vitamin C.
C.
Vitamin C.
C.
Wounds at the end of the mouth. Wounds at the end of the mouth. I පෙරලන්න බෑ අනිත් දවසේ යනකොට ඈ. Right, you should find this. For anemia, it is anemia. And anemia means weakening of red blood
Vitamin
cells,
B.
so reducing the amount of red blood cells. That is, yes. For anemia, that is ferrous. Right? Iron here also need that. Iron is the element. Ferrous is the iron, right? Iron, 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 right? Iron will ferrous kill iron. P2. Iron is the element, right? Okay. So please, now if you can't remember, later on when we are going for the past papers, you will see that few of these highlighted questions are appearing. So any of these things can appear in your paper. So please remember these things, right? 7 tables. State 3 specific features of water. Again, underline specific features of water, right? Again, in these 7 tables, they are given. Water is a good solvent, right? It has high adhesive and cohesive forces. Adhesive means intermolecular forces. Intermolecular forces. Cohesive means water with other molecules. So water can form strong bonds with same type of molecules and other types of molecules. So these are the properties of explain briefly. Yes. So how they participate in the continuity of life. So as they have high adhesive and cohesive forces, it can absorb a lot of heat, right? And as they have adhesive and cohesive forces, they can very easily travel through tubes. So they can act as a good transportation medium as they have high adhesive and cohesive forces. As they are highly soluble in all the transportation media for phloem transportation, right? In xylem ions are dissolved. When it comes to blood, right? The highest proportion is water. Vitamins and minerals, everything is dissolved in blood. Gases, everything. In the cell sap, everything is dissolved in water as it is a good solute, right? And also there is difference in when it is freezing, right? Density changes. As a result of that, what happens? Ice comes to the top of the water layer. This doesn't happen in Sri Lanka, but if this is a lake, when it gets freeze, ice comes to the top of the layer. So further heat loss is prevented through this one. So organisms in water can survive through this one. Everything is nicely explained in your books, right? Okay, you know the tables. It is important to contain fibers in food. Give reasons for it. For the example, why should we have fibers in our food? As you know about the peristaltic movements and everything, now you can give a nice answer. Someone please give me a good answer.
As cellulose is in fibers, it prevents constipation.
Very good. So now put again in fibers there are cellulose. So cellulose do not digest in our digestive tract. So they remain as cellulose or fibers. So they help for the peristaltic movements. In order to function the peristaltic movements, there should be some amount of food remain. So when good peristaltic movements occurs, it prevents constipation, right? Connect this with the 6th lesson of grade 6, that is about systems, digestive system.
It
Okay,
helps
now
to
let's go to
So ඕක ලියනකොට කෙලින්බලි යන වෙරිච්ච to avoid constipation කියලා.
avoid කමන්නේ මේක දැන් explain කියලා නේ තිබුණේ නිකන් මේනේ essay type වගේ නේ නිකන් තිබුණේ. අපි කියවනේ it is important. Yes, yeah, give the reasons for it. කමක් නැහැ. මේක past paper එකක් නෙවෙයි.
so it's important for keeping the digestive tract working smoothly.
Working smoothly. කමක් නැහැ කියලා. හැබැයි exam එකට නෝ තරවගේ ඔක්කොම දන්න ඔක්කොම ටික ලියන්න. If it is question for the examination ඔක්කොම දන්න ටික ලියන්න, right?
Okay, sir.
ඉතින් තිබ්බොත් ඉතින් තරමක් ලියන්න. එතකොට at least they will know that you know everything, right? Marks scheme එක කොහෙද ඉඳලා නේ නිසා everything ලියන්න. Peristaltic movements will support කරනවා. Fibers do not digest. ඔක්කොම ලියලා ඔක්කොම combine කරන්න. This is how paper that even though I extracted some questions from past papers, it is very difficult to extract a full question, right? Full past paper එකක් කරනකොට පේනවා ඔක්කොම එකට join කරලා තමයි තියෙන්නේ. So it is very difficult to extract questions for the examination also same thing. හරි ඔය ටික කැලි කැලට කඩලා ලස්සනට ආවා. Right. Now let's move to the past paper questions. First one. What is the printing mistake? So I'm going to sit here. If it is necessary, I will now be no, that's all upset. Right. Let's see.
No, it's all.
Right. Okay. This is how I am going to be, right? Paid on a right? Now I'm going to see. Let's move on. First, right. Consider the following equation. Glucose turns into what? Maltose plus water, right? Which of the following answers contain the suitable answers for A and B? A and B is not clearly given here. A is the first one. Please label them, right? A is the left color one. C6H12O6 is A, and C12H201222O11 is B. So glucose maltose, is it possible? Is it possible?
Yes.
Yes. Glucose cellulose? No. Cellulose is a polysaccharide. At the right side, it is given a disaccharide. Fructose starch? Never, right? Because fructose is a again starch again on the other side. It is polysaccharide. Fructose glycogen? No, right? Again a polysaccharide. It is very easy. Then, which of the following is not a significance of nucleic acid? Yes. Important in storage of genetical information? Yes. Important in protein synthesis process? Yes. Important in maintaining body temperature? No. So what is the biomolecule responsible for this? Important in maintaining body temperature? Lipids. Yes, very good. So that is the answer. Important in controlling all cellular activities? Yes. The next one, a direct question. Biochemical reactions of organisms are catalyzed by, yes, enzymes. Please round that or please highlight that. It is the 2017 question. In a prototype paper, the same question appears, right? So you can understand the relationship between them, right? Okay. Then one question that we highlighted previously, right? Amali has a dry skin. There are blisters on her knees and elbow, and also Vito patches are visible in her eyes. What is the vitamin deficiency she suffers from? In previous one, that is textbook question, Vito patches were asked, right? So please remember these things are important. So this is a relationship, right? So if Vito patches are available, what is the answer?
Vitamin A.
Vitamin A. This is an examination, O-level question paper 2016, right? So please remember the importance of doing textbook exercises and past paper, right? What are the elemental elements present in proteins? So we are asking about the elemental composition. In these types of questions, please remember, try to write the element name, right? So when it comes to protein, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and sometimes sulfur, right? CHONS, but try to write the full name.
ඒක sometimes sulfur කියලා එක දාන්න ඕනේ නැත්නම් කෙලින්ම
Oh,
sulfur
sometimes
කියලා
sulfur කියලා දාන්න. කමා එකක් දාන්න නැත්නම් කමා එකක් දාලා sulfur කියලා දාන්න. No problem, right? හැබැයි sulfur කියන එක definitely ලියන්න, right? You should definitely write sulfur. Sulfur කියන එකට අපි ලකුණක් බොහෝ වෙට allocate කරන්න පුළුවන්, right? So sulfur කියන එක දාන්න. It's better if there is sufficient space. Sometimes sulfur කියලාම දාන්න, right? Okay. Water is a good solvent. ඔන්න බලන්න. Previous textbook exercise we highlighted that water is a good solvent. Write two special properties possessed by water due to the intermolecular forces. So what are the special properties of water due to the intermolecular forces? Intermolecular means water molecules are connected like this. High specific heat capacity. That means water can absorb a lot of heat. High boiling point. Those are the properties due to intermolecular forces. Okay. Consider following statements regarding water. Excellent solvent. Is it correct? Yes. Important in regulating body temperature? Yes. As it has a high, yes, specific heat capacity. Right? Acts as a medium of transporting substances within the living body? Definitely. Right? In xylem, phloem, when it comes to human, blood, everything contains water. So it is correct. important for the proper function of enzyme? No, we didn't discuss such a function. So D is the incorrect answer for water. Right. A, B, C. Right. So the answer should be 1. Select the answers which include the unique features of water. A, B, C. So the answer is 1. Again, if you can remember earlier, there was a question in the textbook asking about a tooth decay, right? Tooth decay or problem with the teeth. Now, in here, even this is a prototype paper, it is question here, right? 7% of the body weight of human is by minerals. Out of them, calcium and phosphorus are macro elements. A symptom of deficiency of calcium is. So again, weakening of muscles, no. Weakening of teeth and bones, yes. Weakening of nerves, no. Anemia, no. Right. Bodies of all organisms are composed of variety of chemical compounds. These chemical compounds are formed by the bonding of various elements. Here, what are the 4 most common elements in the living body? Carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen. CHON. What is the name given to the proteins which catalyze biochemical reactions within the organisms? Right? In 2017, the same question. For the examination, same question. It was earlier asked in the prototype. In every lesson, I can show these relationships, and also you can see these relationships as they are included in the tutorial. I didn't include the 2019 paper because it is given as the final paper for before your O levels, right? So I didn't include. In that paper also, these relationships can be very clearly shown. So please stick to the past papers and textbook exercises, right? That is the advice, my biggest advice, right? The most valuable advice, right? Given below the chemical reaction that shows the digestion of starch. Here, the question should be, what is the substance denoted as P? So what is the substance denoted as P? Starch turns
Amylase.
into maltose by amylase. Very good. Yes. Then 10th question, of main biomolecules in living matter, those which are considered to contain element nitrogen are. So in order to answer this, you should know all the elemental compositions of all 4 biomolecules. Carbohydrates, no. CHO. So you can drop that answer. Lipids and lipids. Lipids, CHO. Again, we can drop that answer because N is the one we require. Proteins, yes, CHON, sometimes S. Nucleic acid, yes, CHON P. So both these molecules contain nitrogen. So you can pick that answer, right? 4th one, nucleic acid and carbohydrates. Carbohydrates do not have nitrogen, right? Next, the experiment. I'm not going to read the experiment because the same experiment that we conducted for identify the action of amylase, right? You can read it for yourself. I'm going to give you 1 minute. In 1 minute, I will give you 1 minute. Read it for yourself, right? Right. So in different time intervals, different colors are given. In T1, blue-black color. That is the color with starch. Then bluish, blue color. Brownish, blue color depletes, reduces. And yellowish brown. Yellowish brown is the color of iodine. In time intervals T1, T2, T3, when time passes, you can see that this amylase enzyme reacts and starch is broken down. Right. So state a reason for each of the above observation made at respective times. T1, why did we get a blue-black color at T1? So what is the reason? Starch was present and starch reacted with iodine. So that is the reason. Starch was present and it reacted with iodine. So that is the reason for blue-black color at the initial time. That is T1. T4, right? T4, yellowish brown. Now what happened? Due to the reaction of amylase, the starch is hydrolyzed. So there is no starch. So T4, the answer should be starch is hydrolyzed due to amylase reaction or the amylase enzyme. There is a reason for giving the brownish color. Right? Okay. Name a substance that may be present in mixture after T5. Yes? What is the substance? Name one substance that is present in the mixture after T5. Anyone?
Iodine.
Iodine and also iodine. Another one, very good one.
Amide.
Starch is broke. Right. You give all the other answers. Amylase is present. What is the best one you should say?
Maltose.
Glucose.
Maltose. Expect, right? As it is asked as name one substance, you can name anything. But the best answer expected is maltose, right? In that we check whether you identify that starch is broken into maltose, right? Okay. So with this, you will very clearly see that there is a nice relationship between all the questions, that is past paper questions and textbook questions. So please stick to them. Even though the other teacher, I don't know about other subjects, this is relevant for all the other subjects, right? Even for the other subjects, this relationship exists. So please try to exist. So stick to the past papers, right? So with this is how we are going to do the revision. In next class, we will discuss the second tutorial. Most probably, we will discuss 2 tutorials because this lesson is very long and there are a lot of theories to be discussed. In the next class, in the next lesson, is very simple, right? So these lessons differ, right? According to these lessons, we will stick, right? So again, if you have any question, you can post them to the group. So I will answer, no problem, right? So this is how we are going to conduct. Any question in this class? Any question for you from the theory that we taught, or any question? Anything that you want to clarify before winding up the session? The board, I think board is clear for you, right? If you have any question related to the board, you can tell me, right? Whether it is not clear or should I increase the font size? I'm not using, yes? I have no question, right? Very good. If you have any other question, you can send them to the group, right? So I will answer. Okay, so if you don't have any question, so this is for new students, this is how we are going to do the revision. From theory students, still we are not charging amount for the revision, right? But from you, there is going to be the fee is going to be 1,500 for you, right? For month, I will upload the way of paying that for the group, right? So that you can stick to that, right? You can stick to that, and you can do that payment for the month of August. For this class, there is no payment, right? This is for free. This in order to show you how the revision is conducted. This is free. From the next month onwards, you can do the payments, right? Okay. So if you don't have any question, I'm going to wind up the session, right? So thank you very much for the participation and have a good night.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Good night.
Thank you, sir. Good night.